Real Weird News, Volume 4. Special Report. I hope you can hear that lawnmower out there, my friends. It's happening again. Art Bell is surprisingly back in the news. The last time Bell was covered heavily in the press was in 2018 due to his sudden death, which was deemed an accidental overdose.
I've got some speculation about that too, but I'll save it for another time.
As for now, Art's final 100 Midnight in the Desert shows may be in the hands of a nutball, according to radio host David Rubini. Rubini, a wannabe Art Bell, got into bed with the aforementioned nutball, Michael Marshalek, on a business deal to purchase the show. Marshalek, on the other hand, has made a name for himself recently in the style of conspiracy pioneer and ballo nuts William Bill Cooper.
I'll have to do an entire episode on Cooper at some point in the future. I'm sure many of you are familiar with him, but if not, it's worth a look.
Essentially, Cooper, on the run for tax evasion, forced police to open fire on him after shooting a deputy in the head. Marshalek's standoff began when he barricaded himself and his disabled son in his brownstone apartment in Hoboken, New Jersey. The altercation ended when law enforcement smashed down his door to get the boy out of danger from the escalating situation. The incident arose from Marshalek's refusal to allow his son to wear a mask at school. Marshalek has been making his extreme opinion known through New Jersey City Council Zoom meetings throughout this year regarding the COVID-19 outbreak and the resulting safety measures and restrictions. His position, in his own words:
"Fascism will not be tolerated here. You are suppressing the people, putting people in fear, subverting the mainstream media with a mediated false reality of science, with these fake hoaxes to control the minds of people. No one died and no one cried."
Both Rubini and Marshalek have made the claim that they are the stewards of Art's final radio venture, and it's going to take a lawsuit to hash it all out. The story goes that Marshalek put up the $80,000 to buy and maintain the Midnight in the Desert archives. Rubini says he initially partnered up with Marshalek, sealing the deal with a good old pre-COVID handshake.
Yeah, a handshake deal with a loose cannon is always advisable.
Up till recently, Rubini had been maintaining the archive and regularly airing Best of Art Bell programs. It's not clear when the relationship went south exactly, but the two had a falling out, and Marshalek subsequently locked Rubini out by changing the passwords, and then took complete control of the archive. My Bill Cooper reference seems to be apt for both of these guys. Rubini has a little YouTube page with a video that plays the Johnny Cash song, "When the Man Comes Around." In that song, Cash references a scripture from the book of Revelations that contains the phrase, "Behold a white," he says, "Behold a white horse." The title of Bill Cooper's 1998 book is "Behold a Pale Horse." It took inspiration from the verse as well. Also on Rubini's page, there is a short video of a man.
I don't think it's Rubini. It may be someone that looks kind of similar.
At any rate, he stalks a retired professor and confronts the old codger on his property. In the video, the person filming, again, not sure if that's Rubini, makes accusations that the octogenarian was part of a huge conspiracy in the 1980s. The theory is that the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion was a staged hoax, and all the astronauts are still alive and well. The video is awkward and cringy, as you would expect.
I guess I'll have to take a closer look at that conspiracy too.
There's also a video about Google's sinister conspiracy to censor flat earthers.
So there's that too.
Just a speculation, but Rubini wanted to be seen as the new Art Bell / Alex Jones / Bill Cooper. But it looks as though Marshalek was able to out-crazy and upstage him during the pandemic. Not to mention, Marshalek was the one that put up all the cash to buy the archive in the first place. Art Bell, by comparison, was not a whack job turned radio host. Art was first and foremost a showman. He provided entertainment for his listeners, and he wasn't necessarily buying into every conspiracy laid at his feet. He'd often play with some of the ideas, and sometimes you could feel he had a genuine concern over them, but he was never toxic. And at the end of the day, you could just tell he was having fun. Although some took his every word to be 100% true. In my opinion, Rubini is obviously a pale comparison to the legendary Art Bell. Rubini's radio show is called
After Midnight AM.
And his website is full of catchphrases like, "Wanna take a ride?" and labeling his phone lines exactly the same as Art. He's even using Giorgio Moroder's song "To Chase" as his opening theme music. Jeez. This is just so sad and devoid of creativity.
Want to take a ride on Art's coattails? Call Rubini now.
Neither one of these yahoos are worthy of maintaining the septic tanks on Art's Pahrump compound, let alone controlling his legacy of post coast-to-coast shows. We will continue to follow this story as it unfolds.
So, stay tuned.
Hello, friends. Anytime the late, great king of the overnight radio waves is in the news, I feel compelled to cover it here. After all, he was my inspiration and springboard for all my recent content. So thank you for watching, and for my subscribers, thank you so much. It's been great to bring you guys content every month. And for new people, feel free to like and hit that subscribe button, as they say. Thank you. Thanks for watching, and please keep coming back and enjoy.